If you have any pet ducks in the room, please kindly ask them to leave. Today, friends, we have a lottery ticket update for XEN. Now, the history of XEN, of course, you all know this. I'll remind you, I made the funeral video for XEN at the very, very, very bottom. And then I said, you know what? It ticked minus 100%. These are kind of bottom signals, but, you know, I'm kind of too scared to long it. But then it popped up. Crazy. And then it had a bit of a run alongside Hex. And then it sunk all the way even lower. And when they crucified me, after it did that pop, I'm going to show you on the chart. When they crucified me, friends, that was literally the top. I'm going to show you right now. That's exactly what happened. It popped up here, and then it went all the way down another 96%. Now, I'm doing a XEN update because the double bottom has formed, and the X1 chain is actually getting closer. And Jack Levin has actually tweeted about it. Now, just to give you some more backstory, friends, if you're part of the Hex PulseChain community, you don't want to touch it, that's completely fine, man. I'm just letting you know I can't look at a signal like this and sit back, all right? I just can't. And I will show you why. Okay, so a month ago, I made a video. This is my video. Lottery ticket, XEN buy. Now, when I made it, I knew... I didn't tweet about it ever again, but I knew, I'm like, oh man, this one's going to be a winner, isn't it? You know why? Because I got a lot of hate straight away. And a lot of people were telling me, bad idea, trash. Let me tell you, friends, I know who's up. All my friends and family, okay? This is, I'm telling you, it's just giving you signal, okay? Signal, alpha, actual alpha. My close family friends, my Discord family friends all around the world, Mr. Custard friends. Mr. Custard even said to me, Somi, you've lost your mind. What are you doing? This is no way. No. Mr. Custard, friends. Even he said it. Everyone said it. And I was like, oh, man. Damn, it's really going to work out, isn't it? Oh. Now, I'm not saying it's going to definitely work out. I'm smiling. I'm like, oh, crap. Wow, if this actually works out. So, you need XEN to buy X1 coin. I've already made a lottery ticket video on that, but I'll just go through it with you again. You see? I made the video down here. XEN went down minus 100%. Just to give you a quick update, friends. See, XEN was hyperinflationary. This is a log chart. And what you're actually watching now is a market cap chart, okay? Now, as you can see, inflated, bang. And now I'm just going to show you on the log chart, okay? But let's go through the actual juice here. So Jack Levin, the founder, he has now tweeted that the testnet is approaching. Friends, I'm just telling you is, look, even if you're from Hex communities, PulseChain community, I'm just letting you know, guys. Look, if I had stable coins spare on the side and I see something like this happening, I'm like, oh, you know, maybe you're like, oh, this might be a vampire attack. The way I see it is like, better you get in early and sell when other people in the community, they don't see the coins moving, PulseChain, PulseX, and X, and then they end up rotating at the tops. Better that kind of happens. But you don't have to participate at all. I understand, friends. I'll just be careful. Just telling you, be careful. If you miss it, don't touch it. Now, Jack has actually made these updates. He goes, we're currently working on an X1. So X1, another layer 1 chain. Okay, there's going to be something called a moon party, which is a 30-day auction. He goes, you compete for the XEN burn. Now, originally, this was a like 450-day auction. It was went for a long time. And I remember like, oh, man, I'm not participating for that. So you see the friends, you see. People, they throw ideas out and they tweak it over time. Because why? Because they know it's bull market. Okay, and I'm wearing a helicopter hat. Once again, non-financial advice. If this goes to zero, kind of already did, right, minus 100%, then it's completely on you. That's why lottery ticket, okay? If you don't like the size of your lottery ticket, sweet, move on. Someone else will take it, okay? You can also do XEN NFT burns, okay? So that's the whole point of XEN is to just burn it, okay? So don't worry about everything. Don't worry about those mechanics or anything else. I'm just showing you what I'm calling. He's going to release a document. They're doing a testnet. Now, why am I reminding you guys of this, okay? It's because all of my friends skipped on this XEN ticket. All of them. Friend, everyone. I'm serious. Everyone. Yeah, you're all watching me, friends, all in the DMs. From the few people who actually replied to, because I've got thousands and thousands of messages. That's right. Okay, look to your left and right. Yes, all of you said no. And I'm sitting there like, whoa, no one wants to touch this? Come on, friends. That basically means, okay, it means you're in a club and you don't know if it's going to get good or not. okay? And you're there in the middle of the dance floor, you're eating your jelly beans, you're naked, you glitter, you are drunk out of your mind already. It's 8:30, okay? And you see the door outside, but you don't know if anybody's waiting outside the door, okay? And then you can see the shadows under the door, and you can see, there may be the people outside, I just don't know, okay? That's what Zen is right now, because everybody says they don't want to come in. And then you open the door, everyone sees you eating jelly beans, and like, I want some jelly beans, get them inside the club, okay? That's obviously the metaphor for no one's in the club now, maybe more people will come in. So this is just all you do, look for cheap prices, okay? If you don't like it, move on, all right? Now, extremely important signal because it's so hated and inflated. Like here's the thing, man. I told you at the start, man, this idea is not going to work. And it's true. It's true. Like the idea didn't work. It went minus 90%. All the minting and stuff. Some people made money, TreVon, but you couldn't do much, okay? But now we know, forget the code. I know you're like, oh, this thing's inflating. No. You forget the code, move aside. What do you have left? What did I tell you? The community is the asset, not the code. The community. Now, the community is smaller than who's trying to vampire, which is basically Richard Hart chain stuff, okay? It's smaller, but it's still got a residual value. It does have a value. It doesn't go to zero. There's Zen MAXIs, there's people with the Twitter logos, people in the tags. Yeah, they exist. I'm not going to look at them all and judge because, hey, when I'm in Hex and PulseChain and PulseX, people look at me like, oh, you're an idiot. And I say, hey, man, why are you judging? There's 200,000 people here. You know, Cardano had 11,000 daily active users back in 2020, right? You know, we've got 16,000 daily active users with more tech now and a stronger community, bigger megaphone, 68 streamers, 140 content creators. So stop judging the group of people just because they worship something else. Worship, right? Just like religious metaphors here and there. Just because they're into something else doesn't mean they're wrong. It just means they're into something else. Okay, now you don't have to participate, but you can watch everyone else have fun without you. Okay, so this is the interesting part though. Valuations. Now, this is the most alpha of alpha part because this is the difficult part. So you know this, you're like, okay, what do I do? Well, that's it. You purchase Zen, okay, purchase Zen because you're speculating that more people, as Jack releases the testnet and he says, hey, things going to be live in like 2 weeks. When he says that, you know, a lot of people, friends, you check the comment section of that video. A lot of people said, it's never going to launch. This is stupid. I don't want to touch it. That's okay, friends. I love you all. I completely understand. I've been in your position, man. I've watched videos of other people. I'm like, there is no freaking way I am buying that JPEG. Trust me. I know it. It's what it is. It's just, that's how we learn. We reject it the first time, next 3 times. If they go up, they don't all go up. It's just like you kind of regret it. Now, when you're looking at this whole picture, that's the whole game. The game is you're getting in low, you're hoping one of 2 things happen. Now, I'm just going to show you the valuation part. This is what you want to see, okay? Now, this is where some people might get offended, but I don't really care, okay? You're here for truth and value. This is what I'm here for. Now, if you go to, I'll show you a secret, all right? If you go to DEXScreener, you see this number up here? I've actually selected market cap. Now, if I click it, I'll go back to price. So this is price, okay? But if you check market cap, it'll show you the actual market cap of the coin, friends. And you see, this is the linear chart right now. Here's the thing, right? Yes, this would give me a wet dream, okay? If we go back up to here, woohoo, 22x, give it to me, baby. But we don't know, okay? So what I'm going to do is, okay, that's actually a market cap price, okay? So if you just put it on a log chart, you get to see the real truth right now. This is when I made the actual funeral video right here, because Zen actually hit, friends. It hit minus 100%, okay, from the very, very top. Minus 100% actually ticked it if you start from the very, very bottom. And then look what it did up. So I just want to show you some moves, what Zen does. Now, I just want to preface this by saying I don't know why it does this. It's hyperinflationary. I got no idea. Okay, but it does this. That's it. It's done this twice. Let's see if it can do it again. Okay. This first move smacked up 10x. This is actually an 11x move. Let's actually put it on a daily just so we can see close. I just want to show you. It goes down and then look at that snap. 10.7x. Okay. What about another move here? Okay. Another move. The bottom to the very, very top. Smack, 14x. Now, of course, it's a lower high, but you get to see the point right now. What if, now this is the low, see, if it does another 13x to 20x and gets up here, considering it's a bull market now. Wouldn't that be fantastic? But what are we actually looking for? Well, look at this text bubble I have here. You see at this point, friends, this was when testnet version 3 for PulseChain was announced. And Hex was, so I'm going to write here, Hex hit 10 cents, which was about 5 billion valuation. Okay, so the coins went out. So Hex hit 10 cents. So Richard Heart hit about 5 billion valuation. Look at this text bubble here. Richard Heart ecosystem, 5 billion valuation. Roughly, Hex was 10 cents. Jack Levin equals 10% the size of Richard Heart. Now, this is what it is now. Maybe we're watching a tale unfold just to give you some lore and stories about what's going on. Of course, in PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, we're like, they're the vampire guys. They're the vampire guys. They're going to do something. And then we kind of see like, oh, yeah, you need Richard's kind of like love and attention and care and all the whale money put in and all the marketing, all that to kind of like prosper it. So you can like, you don't have to touch any of these, friends. Don't do anything. Okay, I'm wearing a helicopter hat. But the way I see it is Jack is a percentage of Richard. Okay, now, obviously, people holding XEN, many people believe, they go, we're going to flip Hex. We're going to flip Richard Heart. That's what they believe. However, today, okay, if PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex stay the same, they're about 5 billion valuation. Okay, funny, they are exactly the same valuation as it was back in April 2023. Right on that testnet version 3 launch. Actually, you can see it on the price chart here. I'll show you. Now, this is it, friends. This is, see this pop up here? This was when testnet version 3 came. This is what I'm talking about. That is the Hex price there. That was when it hit 5 billion valuation. Okay, and then they're the moves that you see right now. So right today, XEN is 22 million. And when I made my video, just to show you, this is me being your friend here. Okay, so I noticed this. I go, you're inflationary forever. And I noticed this happen. I go, snap, up, and sideways. Okay. And I'm like, that's interesting because, so I only noticed this part. I'm like, that's weird. How come you're a hyperinflationary coin, but you seem to be going like sideways? I think actually, friends, I made my video around here somewhere. So this is what I noticed. I noticed that, and I noticed that. Now, friends, I've been in the game. Okay, I've been in the game. You don't ever need to know who the insider is. So don't worry about it. We can still win. But I'm just telling you, I found it strange. Go back and watch my video. All right? I'll summarize it for you. I said, I find it very mysteriously spooky that this super hyperinflationary coin has magical buyers. That's so weird to me. Why would you do that? If they know something. Someone knows something. Someone can feel, oh, the project's starting to get a bit, finalized. It could be, friends, you never know. There's devs and insiders and all these. They kind of know. They're like, hey, we're like, let's say they know like, oh, they might be in the private chats with Jack and they're like, okay, we've got like, 10 phases to go through. And then they're like, okay, we just done phase 10 and Jack hasn't made a message to like, okay, let's go over the final checks again. And they're like, oh, sweet, that must mean that it's kind of like ready to go. And now we begin the next phase, the 2024 phase. Just give you an idea of how it happens. Now, Jack doesn't go and probably tell these people, buy. You never know. Maybe they do, okay? But just on average, there's people around the outskirts. They go, this thing's kind of finalizing, okay? So that's how the market starts to price things in, okay? So I noticed this. Obviously, I'm not an insider. I didn't get paid by anybody. I just saw this, friends, just by the grace of friendship and your profit, okay? The friendship cult, friends. We're going to make it. So I noticed this, and I'm like, oh, man, this is worth a lottery ticket. Someone knows something. And funny enough, now this is where the actual real juice is. I actually mentioned it here, okay? I mentioned it here. So TreVon, friends, TreVon, he made a video I watched. It's 3 hours, okay? And in there, there's a XEN MAXI, one of his friends. It's funny. He kind of looks like TreVon if he went on like a really long bender. If you watched the video, you know what I mean. Okay. So his XEN MAXI friend left the XEN channel. He left the XEN channel. He capitulated. And TreVon's like, yo, this is bullish, man. This is TreVon. And I'm like, yeah, he gets it. Of course he gets it. He's like, this is weird because, look, if you're in PulseChain, PulseXNX, you're probably looking at this chart saying, okay, you're probably thinking, friends, how did somebody look at XEN and actually think like anything different was going to happen? You know, you just keep hyperinflating down. And apparently, like people have been capitulating here, like actually down here after the end. It's funny as we're buying. So just showing you that is extremely important, friends. So I've told you anecdotal evidence, okay? Firstly, Mr. Custard, all my friends and family, they look at XEN, they're like, no way, man. That looks like the worst chart ever. I'm done. And also, I'm telling you, XEN MAXIs have left the channel. They're gone, okay? And I was like, okay, sweet. By the way, the same people, I remember that dude, just to let you know, that dude who left the channel. Let's go back to the chart, okay? I got to do this. We got to do this. I've been waiting a long time to do this. I've been waiting since April 2023. You go back, they made tweets about me here, friends. Man, did they go hard, man. The spitting. You're just a dumb Australian. I know that. I got a peanut brain. I'm wearing a helicopter hat. You think I didn't know that? Oh, man, they try to take me down so hard, friends. Like, crucified. I literally got crucified for this rally. Bang, bang, bang. By the way, I could feel the pain. I could feel the pain. You know, I was regretting. I was like, man, I said I made a funeral video, and I said things usually bottom after this. I should have just had something in it. Just something. Just like through breadcrumbs. Just so I could say I made the 10x on the way up. You know what I mean? So that's something to think about, okay? But even a coin like XEN, hyperinflationary, I felt the pain on the way up. Now, I never clicked buy at the top. I was telling everybody, I'm like, look, man, you guys are crucifying me. Just watch out because it's game over now. And it did go game over. So you see this game, friends? Not everyone's built for this game. You just long-term mindset. Long-term mindset. That's how you got to make it here, right? So that same guy crucifying me in the Twitter posts. He gone. He gone. Now, funny, he probably watches my video and he's like, oh, shit, I'm a bottom signal, got to get back in. I hope you are, man. I'm just throwing you a bone here, okay? Because, okay, I believe there's good in everyone, okay? Yeah, 95% of yous. Bottom 5% of society just have to be shot. 95% of yous, you know, just get squirt with a water pistol here and there, you'll be all right, okay? So, learn, okay? Or you don't have to learn, okay? I'll tell you, you will learn, though. There's an easy way or the hard way, okay? I'm trying to give it to you the easy way. You be my guest. Go learn the hard way. All right. You end up on Coinfessions Rect. Now, looking at this chart, now we actually have a double bottom. Okay. So that's a tick. We have the X1 chain announcement coming from Jack Levin. That's a tick. And then we have Bitcoin halving here. Tick. You see that? Cheap price, double bottom. Jack making the posts. It's Bitcoin halving year. Golden recipe. That's it. Community's still there. Okay. Now you can also do like little weed research. You know, you go around like, you know, digging in the weeds. You can go check the XEN people. I can show you right now. So I can just show you, you know, XEN official. There's heaps of XEN. Let's go latest. This is XEN crypto. Don't fade XEN. David. All these people. They follow me here and there. Mr. Crypto Audi King here and there. Airdrop video. You see these friends? That's it. There's just heaps of XEN people. Heaps of people tagging them. That's what you want to see. XEN, everyone retweeting, okay? It's crazy. They had to zoom in. See, friends, they had to zoom into the chart because the real chart is minus 100% down. It's kind of funny. Everyone does it. Now, I've just kindly put the coffin here because this is a coffin emoji right now. The juice, friends. What's the juice? Well, I've already told you, okay? I'm just reminding you, okay, because I already bought XEN like a month or so ago, okay, a while ago. I'm just reminding you guys, hey, the thing we're playing for, it's now participating. Just to help you, man. Like, I don't just throw this stuff out. Okay, what are we playing for? Okay, sweet. This is more like timely, time sensitive. There's announcements coming out. It's really, really hated. Yeah, it is what it is, okay? By the way, I never want to touch XEN 99.9% of its life. So the fact that I've switched now, it kind of should tell you something, okay? Because trust me, after what they said about me, right, they're lucky. I should never be touching this coin whatsoever, okay? So, but I don't care. We're here to win the game, right? Continuing. The most important part, how high could this go? I don't know. You can do this imaginary, yay, 13, 14x. But if we got back to where Richard Hart's coin valuation is today. If we got back to this 400 million valuation from today, and by the way, I'm just going to be more conservative. Just let's say you guys buy it up here and you have to buy up a bit higher. I would actually still buy it at 40 million market cap, okay? So I'm going to do the worst case. The worst case, 40 million market cap, that's still 13x. You get to like 400, 500 million market cap. Like, I want to just show you something. This was like strange on these market cap charts. So you had, look at this. It goes down, it bounces around 500 million market cap. It bounces 500 million market cap. Then it crashes through. Okay. It comes back and touches 500 million market cap, comes all the way back down, comes back to 500 million market cap. So that's 3 times, friends. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 times 500 million market cap. That's why I'm just showing you. I can just identify this. I go, I wonder if there's going to be like a 4th time in the future with this, okay? And by the way, obviously, if you got it from my call at this point, you get 24, 25x, and it might be sweet, you know? And yeah, look, we'll just be openly honest. You might have stable coins out there. You might, sweet. If this plays out faster than anything else, you might use that as, hey, collect more hex, stake hex yield, collect more pulse and PulseX, join the PulseX yield farm, you know what I mean? And earn more ink. You could just participate like that because it's kind of like, you know, remember, PulseChain, friends, is the leverage on Ethereum recovery. Maybe this X1 chain stuff is the leverage on Richard Hart ecosystem because there's a lot of crossover with the community members, but they have their own ones here and there. So just got to remind you again, lottery tickets can go to 0. I've already made you the video a month ago. This is just like, there's a friendly reminder. Like, hey, the stuff I said, remember, friends, you know, just to show you as well, your friend Somi here, I've spoken about IcosaHedron being leveraged on Hex, right? So this is ICOSA's chart. This is ICOSA USD. Yeah, it's really, really volatile, okay? But I've spoken about this, right? If it gets back to this like $1.38, that's just another 6x. Just imagine Hex does like a 5x as well from here. I mean, you could be looking at another 20, 30x. Isn't that snap edge, right? It's awesome. Snap the necks of the bears. It's kind of the same story, right? Because I had no insider information, none. I could just feel something in the universe. I go, Jack Levin's cooking up something, and everyone says it's never going to come out, and he's disappeared. And I'm like, now it's Bitcoin halving year. And I just put all the pieces together. I'm like, you know what? This is worth a lottery ticket because the prices are just so low. Sweet. It is what it is. Same principle with Alex. Alex hasn't DM'd anybody, not that I know of. He's been missing from the channel. There's IcosaHedron, leverage on Hex recovery. It is what it is. And just like, one thing I learned, friends, from 2021 is when prices are cheap, just participate in it. Okay, now I'm not telling you to. That's what I learned myself. Okay, go talk to a financial advisor. Go buy their stocks and their bonds. Lose half your purchasing power over the next 10 years like they want you to. Okay, I learned you see something cheap, even if you got basically no money, you're like, oh man, just find $50. Just find $100. Find something. Find $30. I don't get what it is. Just throw something in there, man. Just train yourself to just buy cheap prices. That's it. Because you'll be very surprised at which goes first. All right, which goes first. That's what just my biggest thing that I learned from 2021. I wish I went around because, yeah, there are some things that still haunt me to this day where I wish I got in. For example, Luna. Okay, I saw Luna and I didn't know anything, friends. I saw, Mike Novogratz. He's a cool, popular guy. Should I buy into this Luna thing? You know what I mean? I was going to put a bullet in that. I didn't. You know why? Because I was so confident in like Chainlink and all the other stuff. I'm like, I don't need to. Okay. Big regrets. I also saw Sand and Mana, right? They did 400x, by the way. 400x. Luna did like 400x. Okay. So if I was just now, I probably wouldn't have got them. But still, man, 50x. It's still better than everything else. Even those tiny little bullets, they go, crypto, man, goes so far, friends. And trust me, even if you got a small bullet, you'll never get out of it until euphoria, right? That's the funny part because you're like, I didn't even put heaps anyway. Sweet, just keep running. And trust me, you'll surprise yourself how long you end up holding out for. So that's what I can share with you here and there. The Zen chain stuff though, right? The Zen chain stuff, Jack said you can burn any Zen. You can even buy the penis Zen, PulseChain Zen, which might be the real Zen, by the way. I think I got a bit of that. That's actually a very fun chart because it's so small, okay? Now, I'll just show you it. It's right here. Now, this is pXEN, as you can see, friends. Like, Zen charts just all do this because they just keep hyperinflating. It is what it is. I don't know. Wouldn't it be funny if it just goes, woohoo, please go up? I don't know. He said you can buy and burn any of them. But there's no liquidity on the other ones. Ethereum has all the liquidity. So just me, I will just keep slapping into the Ethereum Zen. And as soon as he did the announcement, I want you to know that because the market is in so much disbelief, when I showed you that chart, it's only moved up. Look how much it's only moved up. Okay, look at this tiny little candle. It only moved up like 20%. Okay, it's got a long way to go. So a lot of people in disbelief because he's basically announced, hey, things are moving at the bottom of the chart. If there were more insiders, you would probably see this up 5x higher already. But probably there is no insiders. It's just that it is what it is. Just the market's given up on him and they're like, is he ever going to release it here and there? It is what it is, okay? Now, the most important part is the next part, actually, of all of this. You go, okay, sweet. I mean, what do we do? What do we do? Do we participate or don't we? Well, we're going to have to wait because we've got to learn from the PulseChain and PulseX sacrifices. So we have, let's actually draw a scenario tree here. Very simple, okay? If Zen catches a narrative and goes up, you might be happy with your freaking 10x, okay? In a short amount of time. If Zen goes sideways while they do the, so this is Zen, right? So if it goes, woohoo, that's, you know, you might be taking profit, okay? Because people are just going to be buying Zen just to participate in XN, okay? But if it goes sideways, that's going to tell me that no one is interested yet, which means instead of like dumping for your trashy little 50% gain, whatever it is, I'm going to actually be burning the coins to get the XN coin, to participate in Zen chain. So if you read between the lines, what I'm saying is if the crowd loves Zen a lot and all the people come in and people want to participate out there and it catches the narrative, they're probably just buying it for the sake of just getting into the chain and they don't care about the valuation. And you know that attracts weak hands and probably burning ain't going to be that good for the points and stuff, okay? But if no one's interested, well, that's where you go, sweet. I get to participate basically in like a sacrifice phase when there's no one else participating. And what you're basically going to have to play for, what I would be playing for is, okay, I'm going to give you another year. Let's see what you can do in the next year. Maybe you get more projects, maybe you get more exchanges, maybe you get more people to build on the system. Maybe, you know, you do something towards 2025 and right now we're in at a cheap price, okay? So there you go. There's two scenarios there. If a lot of people come, you're out because it's speculation. It's the equivalent of, okay, it's literally the equivalent of if you go back to Hex, okay, Hex chart, you go, well, PulseChain, right? If a lot of, see, this is the hard part because, you know, it kept going up, but with PulseChain, you're basically looking at, let's look at the, it looks better on a linear chart. Now the sacrifice for PulseChain was up here, okay? So you have here, and then you have PulseX up here. But as you can see, the next rounds were like, oh no, we've got to learn everyone, we've got to lean everybody out, okay? But you can see the two circles, right? So selling at the two circles was optimal because a lot of people loved and wanted to participate in PulseChain and PulseX. So if a lot of people are in, you got to do the opposite. So what's it going to be? Are a lot of people going to come in and love X1 chain and go like, sweet, sweet, give me in, give me in? We don't know. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If nobody comes in, I guess that's like your early ticket and you just let it build and compound and see where we go in the future. And don't forget, you know, this also remind you of the harsh truth. The higher PulseChain goes, the higher valuation this thing will get because it's priced as a subset of that, okay? And, you know, now you might say, hey, Jack Levin's never going to flip Richard Hart. That's okay. That's okay. But I'll just tell you something right now. In a bull market, people don't care because people are going to speculate that he will. Case in point, Solana. Solana, you ain't flipping Ethereum. I hope you do, by the way, but I don't think you're flipping Ethereum, but you're all speculating like it will. I know it's everybody's greed and the emotions and stuff. So remember, once again, for the 10th time, friends, I'm wearing my helicopter hat. It's a lottery ticket. I've been giving you an update like I promised. Highest value content in crypto. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. Keep your back straight. Catch you soon.